Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, this is getting creepy. Just give me a moment. Still setting up. Alright, let's move my monitor. It's got the chat windows. Just in my seat. Okay. All right. So I'm still attached to the ending I got yesterday. I think I got the perfect ending. Come on, let's be real. I got the perfect ending. You know me. I always make the perfect decisions. But now we're going to explore all the possibilities, right? Gonna explore all the possibilities. So let's take a quick look at memories so we know what to do. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. There's 22 different princesses. 22, and I only got 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, I only got 8 out of the 22. Okay. Find the tower, find the specter, find the razor, find the stranger. Everything will be so easy if you just do exactly as I say as quickly as you can. All right, I'm gonna leave this last. Damn both of you to an incomplete existence. Well, shit. All right, so all of this stuff in the ending, we're gonna do it last. You know, freedom goes forever. Find your freedom as goes forever. Okay. Meet your equal in combat. Die pathetically to an abrasive prisoner. But there's also within these. Why does nobody ever mention the eyes? If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Meet your nightmare. Set your nightmare loose upon the world. Okay. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Continue game will bring you back to the end. Yep. That's what I thought. Main menu. Alright, new game. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Alright.
And you're here to slay.
We've done all of this, right? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning before you go any further. She will lie. She will cheat. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Proceed into the cabin. Metal salad? More like metal gay salad, am I right? You're not wrong. But that's what makes it great.
Stale and musty, and the floor and walls up. The blade is your implement.
Let me enter the basement. Without the blade, with the blade, without the blade, with the blade, without whiff, without whiff, without whiff, without whiff, without whiff, without whiff. Let me take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult.
Into the basement. Would you like my
The door
meme?
to the basement creaks open.
I like all the
revealing a
Metal Gear
staircase
Solid memes.
faintly illuminated by an unseen. Her voice carries up.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
Mm-hmm.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I did not create the Metal Gear meme, sadly. Okay. Yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No, I'm decided yet. No,
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Okay.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yes, awkward. Relationship? Are you coming on to me? I'm gonna get you out here. I'm here because I'm supposed to end the world. How long you been out here? You know why I'm here to kill you.
Do you?
Do I? Apparently going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I think.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Remain silent.
They haven't told you anything, have they? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have, whoever
Yeah, the
sent you to
trust.
slay me,
Uh-huh.
that doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you.
She has a point.
Okay.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage.
The
But
orphanage.
You don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
There is something for I guess you mean everyone? Something for everyone?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and any I don't think anyone is necessarily incorrect, but it doesn't sound right. Let me see. Let's speed this up. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm going to keep you locked away here, at least for a bit. You can get to know me better once I keep you locked away. Nah, I think I think I'm going down the same path I've already went. You know what? I'm already on this path. Let me do this.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky.
One way or another, I'm going to, and if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret.
She's gonna
that
turn into
decision.
that thing that we
You
saw
have
the
to
very
make
first
it.
time. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a chance we'll have to take.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to
How
the
to learn
stairs.
English. Sounds good enough.
It won't be long before I slip these chains.
Slip these chains. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she?
Oh, that's relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her.
It's never too late to do the right thing. Now hurry. You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Oh, she's already there. Look at her. She's ready to fight.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
Ow.
We shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there.
Oh,
She
she's
kicks you a few
stopping me.
times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity.
Metal Slug Tactics? Yeah, I like tactics game. I only hope it won't end up like Zookosis. It's kind of hard to end up like that when you're making a simple tactics game.
You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand. And now look at you.
I had the upper hand.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
So she's not lying?
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
How heavy does she weigh?
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
No! The tower! Hey, there we go. Got the tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Hey.
You're here to slay her.
Hey. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not. If he doesn't remember what happened, then you know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secret. What does it matter what he knows? There's
The
nothing we can do
broken.
to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
It's the voice of the broken. Hey, it's the first time we're getting this boy.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess...
Let's assume I'm telling the truth.
Those are two very different questions. Let's say for a moment that you died last time, which probably only happened... Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
I know I heard some tactics games are disappointing.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then?
But it's Metal
What were we
Slug.
supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless.
It's pointless.
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
She's not just a princess, is she? Narrator.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of...
I
what's
was
the point
supposed to
of
do
doing
anything.
If you're asking that, it sounds to me... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. Yes, but in this... If it's the latter, do you think the people there live... If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end.
Yes. Those probably got burned, so forgive me my doubts.
Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
She did last time. All she did last time around was beat me to death. I guess someone like that in the world.
She just can. Believe
She
me, I
just
wish I could tell you
can.
what we're not. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Got another drawing from Dune?
Can
Nice.
we turn down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist.
I'm just being realistic. Just being realistic. Says all pessimistic people. Magotaro with big boobs? Oh my.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone. People locked her in that base.
People did not lock her in the basement. It was you, wasn't it, narrator?
Look.
Yeah. Special.
Of course you're special. Who cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying.
You think I'll like the
over
tower form?
again.
Well, let's check it out.
I've told you everything you need to know. The less you know about her, the better. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen.
All right, these are all like the
Right,
same,
now if you-
the same things. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie.
Yep, lie and
She
cheat.
will lying? Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time.
Yep.
She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him. and
Trying to
not
kill her
that
is also
minor.
surprisingly very cool. Interesting. You know what? Let me do this. To save me some time. Let me go all the way to 9. And boom. This will be the tower. Okay. Proceed into the
If
cabin.
that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest.
Whoa.
The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Whoa. So this is what it feels like to be a dwarf. The windows are so high up, the door's so high up. This quote unquote table is so high up, need a ladder to get up there. Oh.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Oh. Let's say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
So I was wrong about the mirror. The mirror is the narrator?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror. Though,
No.
for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do
Probably.
you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Oh. Want to see how handsome I am.
Please don't. I'd rather the princess kill us again than see how dreadful we are. They're less about what we look like and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Yes.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
It's between the tower, the Mosa form, and the sassy cat form. And at the end, I decided to go with the sassy cat form. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward
My
and rub
hand!
your hand against the cabin wall. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Do I take the blade? Do I not take the blade? Do I take the blade? Do I not take the blade? I'll take the blade this time.
You take the blade from the altar.
Into the basement. Oh, jeez.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
She gonna be like massive, like insanely tall, like a giant?
This is actually kind of nice. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
She has a very big voice.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Simmer down there, Broken.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
Oh, he's a bottom. He's a bottom.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions.
Little voice?
Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Temple-like room?
The princess towers
Whoa.
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Whoa. That's what I was called yesterday, but then when I told him I like sadistic women. Whoa. I'll worship at this church.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Oh.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Titan.
As if on command, the blade slips from
What?
her grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us?
Yeah.
I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
What?
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Are you the broken or the smitten? Make up your mind. You won't disobey, Queen.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Oh.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Oh.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
It's like some kind of vengeful god.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
No.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson.
Nope.
You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable.
She is inevitable.
Can't you feel it?
She is the beginning. She is the end. She is the alpha. She is the omega.
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her?
Tickle her feet?
Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
Okay.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
She's the top. This see me? This see me? What's see me? What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. It could be whatever you want to be. You mean Uki, top and bottom, yeah? Those are terms I am completely unfamiliar with. So I don't know if it's right or wrong. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not going to help you end the world. I don't care if something new comes after it. I'm just gonna let you do that. I'm yours to command. Questions for you before I decide to do anything. Wait, what happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Excuse me?
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Okay. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
As powerful as you may be, you can't break those chains. But from what we've learned from all the other loops, is that the second time around, she can take that chain off easily. If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
Yep.
That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do.
Yeah, see, I figured.
The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
But I mean, what's the point of a story if there's not going to be anybody else to listen to the story?
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am,
that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
Well, pretty high and mighty about yourself, aren't you?
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Now lady, that's pretty toxic. I'm not gonna help you in the world. I don't care if something new comes after it. I just can't let you do that.
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Nah.
Do it. It's what she wants.
No.
No objections here.
Huh?
I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade.
Huh?
As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Why? What are you gonna make? What are you going to try to make me do with it? I'm going to kill you. You're not kidding about this divine hand. Who's doing this? Is it her? Is it you? No. Pick up the blade. Are these actually options I can, like, have? Or is this here because this is like some kind of inner monologue?
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably gonna stand anyway.
Oh no, they're bending to her will. I hate you. I hate you so much. All of you. Stop making me do things. I'm going to kneel here forever. Oh, these are my... Okay, so these are my voices. Like me, the player.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce.
Uh-oh.
The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
I'm gonna stab your little toes.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
Uh-oh.
What?
What?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
And end this. End this. Wait, what does this end this mean? Am I gonna end myself or am I gonna step forward?
Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Yeah, seriously. Words matter here, buddy. Slay yourself, resist, slay the princess. I don't have resist. Oh. Slay the princess.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Oh.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
Try me.
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
Okay, hold on. How about we take a step back?
I'm sorry. Don't. As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility.
Arduous.
Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Ah.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on
Those
now.
are just words. You don't have to listen to her. It's what she wants.
Hey, Broken, whose sides are you on?
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece. At least for now.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird, thinking it can defy a god.
Watch me.
It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
For the next. Slay the princess.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
But hey, if there's one thing I am, it's stubborn.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement.
Yeah.
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
Whoa, jeez, buddy.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
Stop.
Oh.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat.
What's this expression on her face? Oh.
The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Oh.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
That's a little demeaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
I'm yours. I said no. I wonder if it's possible to have this unlocked. I said no.
No. Yes. Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance.
Ah, the Achilles heel. Well, time to watch her tumble.
She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees.
I made a god kneel.
But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh.
Oh. I mean, it's okay if I die now. I got a chance to touch boobs the size of my body. So, I mean, even if it wasn't a stabby motion, I consider that a win.
We can do this, can't we? You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Oh, it's too late, buddy.
Shut up.
Shut up. Not a sub.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You
heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
I do.
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet.
Oh, I just noticed her crown is like floating. That's cool.
There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
Yay, mutual death.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
I brought you down to my level.
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
Seriously, are you the broken or the smitten? Decide, man.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses
God
to the
killer.
floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear as the two of you perish together. I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something. I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. The Fury.
On a path in the woods, and at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that? I think he's upset. What's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
Oh, the stubborn.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful.
Oh, this music.
ever was and ever will be.
Boom, 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 boom.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed.
True.
Alright, enough chatter. I've got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions.
All these like decrepit talons were fingers.
Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it?
Yep.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs, so you'd better take things seriously.
Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You'd better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice. If we hit this point of no return you mentioned, then what happens?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens. Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there. If there even is a there, it doesn't matter because we're going to win. Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine.
I mean, flirting with Oblivion sounds nice. Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You'd better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really gotten a say in things.
What a crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly.
Then I remember if the fury is ultra hot or ultra scary.
It didn't even work. It doesn't count.
We died.
We died!
You didn't submit to her. For all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me.
Aside from our
To
son
her.
and friends, I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change. Second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
Okay, let's proceed to the cabin. Oh, sounds all
Good,
wet.
We're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
Yep.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Or she can realize we are on the same level.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. You're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once some elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
Look at this, like, trough over here and just all this blood just going down in there.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls.
Period.
And it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Meat.
That's horrible. You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal.
Yeah.
A pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's that mirror again. And this time it's blocking the door.
Mirror? There is no mirror. We've done this already. Try to keep up. The repetition is maddening. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely.
No.
What are you trying to say?
He thinks we've lost, that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us has broken.
Broken.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Cold steel. Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange. It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
So, I guess we found out that the mirror is actually the narrator.
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it. Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it.
Smash it.
Get violent already. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
Huh.
The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
Ooh.
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
Oh, she mad.
See how you've soured my once divine melody.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. We're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
She was going to end the world last time. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important.
Continue down the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted
Whoa.
in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
Oh, she's got like a bone coming out from her heel, making it like stiletto heels. Her crown is like digged into her forehead. She's got horns. Yep, that's the sound of her beating heart. It's cool, it's cool.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Oh, wait, her dress is her skin?
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Invite me in for some tea and crackers? Different definition of cool and scary. This is cool.
There's
Ooh.
not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh.
Oh.
And then, with a nauseating sound,
Oh!
the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Oh!
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Oh!
Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Some body horror.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
I don't know about that. Giving up on the destroying the world, have we? What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for what I did to you. Please just listen to me. I'm going to end. Giving up on destroying the world, have we?
The world hasn't wronged me the way you have. Maybe I'll get around to it eventually, though. Once I've had my fill of you.
Okay. Sounds perfectly vengeful.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction.
Whoa.
With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
Holy shit. She turned this inside out. Whoa.
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that.
That's our stuff.
She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive. Even in her defilement, she is merciful.
We're not out for the count just yet.
Body horror behind human comprehension. She basically turned us inside out. You damn cheater. Give me my insides back. Killed you last time. I swear on everything that I'm going to find a way to kill you again. I only killed you last time because you were going to end the world. We can talk ourselves back from this ledge. I'm sorry for what I did to you, but you did horrible things to me too. Where is all of this supposed to end? We can't just keep killing each other forever. There's no time for words. Step forward, engage your enemy. You damn cheater. Give me back my insides. Killed you last time. I swear on everything that I'm going to find a way to kill you again. Only killed you last time because you were going to end the world. We can talk ourselves back from this ledge. Sorry for what I did to you, but you did horrible things to me too. Where is all of this supposed to end? We can't just keep killing each other forever. Let's listen to the voice of reason. This is no time for words. Step forward and engage your enemy. Let me ask this one.
The words don't leave your metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible gurgling as tissue vibrates out of place. Our metaphorical mouth.
You don't have the means to speak anymore, do you? How tragic. It is tragic, though, isn't it? I'm not satisfied dividing fear and indignation from your eyes alone. A quivering mound of flesh is no companion.
You're gonna give me my mouth back?
She snaps her fingers, and the basic form of a vocal system assembles before you.
Now, little bird, what was it you wanted to tell me?
I'm sorry, okay, I'm sorry. We have to stop hurting each other. What's your end game here? Are we supposed to keep torturing each other forever? What's your end game here? Are we supposed to keep torturing each other forever?
Your defiance robbed me of my end game. You desecrated my divine spirit and plunged me into your realm of flesh. The only thing left for me is your torment.
Just submit already. What is there left for us to do?
Seize control of your broken body and lay waste to your foe.
Skin flayed and organs flapping, you charge towards the princess. That's right. She'll never stop us.
Stab, 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 stab.
Still you defy your god. I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before. Never again.
Oh, at least she learns.
You swing for her heart. What's left of you explodes. So that's it. It's over. Just like that.
Of course it's over. It's been over since the very first moment we laid eyes on her.
Wait. This is different. Usually by the third time, the princess gets, like, reaped. But that didn't happen this time. This time I exploded. Masterful gambit.
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that single tone forever.
Ooh, she learned.
No! No! It's not over! We're a god killer! We've returned from death itself twice!
Didn't you hear her? We're not dead.
Yeah, we're not dead. She learned.
What's the difference? From many perspectives, there isn't one. But functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive.
Yeah, the difference is we don't loop.
You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room. Yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in. Incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do. You are preserved, perfectly, in the amber of her torment.
We're more than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
I agree with the voice of the stubborn. How are we supposed to lose this one? Can't do anything right now. She's not letting us. She's going to get worse. She gets worse every time we get to a new cabin. Shed this vessel for the next. How are we supposed to lose this one?
I don't know. You're the one who makes things happen, so make it happen.
Okay. Shed this vessel for the next.
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is doomed.
Ah, it's okay. It's okay. But you do die. There's a great release as you lose your grip on what's left of your flesh and blood. And yet, you are still here.
Your Honor, where the hell are you? Are you already at the Princess?
Oh shit, we're incognito. We're in the mass of flesh.
This place is different. Rotten. Death all around us. I want to go back.
So you've returned already, and I remain here. Is this our final destination?
Oh shit. No. There's two of me. There's the me that just walked into the basement and she's looking at that version of me. And then there's the me that she just flailed into pieces that's still there within the mass of flesh. What a twist.
The Princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture, you are unwound.
Wait, or maybe not.
Again? Already?
Clearly, I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You know what to do. Again.
Die again. Again, you relinquish your body, and again, you find yourself here, but somewhere else. Am I just transporting my consciousness to different masses of flesh all around the room?
Your Honor, she's gorgeous.
Your Honor.
Absolutely divine.
Ah, the smitten. Welcome.
You, guy who describes things, you better start saying what we do this time.
And what are you?
Attacking her, obviously.
Right. You charge towards the Princess and...
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of life.
you explode.
You explode.
Again.
Again. More. Ooh, her backside. You let yourself go and you are living once more. Oh, her skin it's like Hellraiser. Her skin flails open and ties to her back.
You're on a path. We don't
You're
know
on a
our
path.
fucking path. I have no idea where we are.
Voice of the cheated. Hey, I don't think I've heard this guy before.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
So you are. Okay. You dive towards the Princess and we're unwound. Yes, her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels with blinding pain.
No.
Again.
Again. Again. You have no body. You exist. You are reborn.
Your Honor,
No time.
No time.
Narrate now.
No right.
yes, of course. Pristine blade grasped firmly in your hands, you fly towards the princess before she can turn to face you. We might actually do it this time.
I can feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves lay bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance.
We're not on a fucking path.
Oh, boo-hoo. It's just a body.
Voice of the Cold. Whoa, we're finding new personality characters.
It just needs to last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
It doesn't last.
Ah.
You are disintegrated. Everything goes dark.
Again. But there is no you to die.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that dared to dream it was alive.
Lady, if I am one thing, it is stubborn. And being stubborn, I'll whittle you down. And oh my goodness, I just noticed my cursor changed to the crow head.
That feels right.
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
Because we always have been.
Hmm.
If we're nothing, then how can we do anything? The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us. Now end this. End her.
Hmm.
You cannot win if you cannot be.
End this. Oh. Oh. Just noticing the background of this. A force races towards the princess's exposed heart. Threads of textures pulled from all-encompassing nothing.
How? I've scattered the atoms you clung to and there is nothing there to find. You can't exist.
The threads pierce her heart and cradle her spirit. Oh shit. This is playing out not as how I expected.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
Oh shit, I feel bad.
She sounds genuine. They always do in the end.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
Oh shit, I feel so bad. And there she goes, she got reaped. Quantum Beak. Find the means to triumph over an angel scorned. You did not get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how do we even go about looking for her. The narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. She turned you inside out and you feel bad? She should feel bad. The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how to even go about looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's like it's mocking us.
Don't bother looking for her. I'm sure it's just a waste of time.
Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am? I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me.
Hmm.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart.
That's a good summary of this version of the princess.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair. Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Sometimes. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find? Oh, this is the whole more than what you found, but less than there is.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
The way she just goes, you won't. Everything goes dark and you die. A withered heart. Bring the fury to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, here we are, back again.
You're here to slay her.
Mm-hmm. Cause she's locked
While
up?
I appreciate them, nevertheless, and before you decide to waste even more causality, it's no use arguing unless, of course.
Turn around and leave. Hey, if you had to marry, kill, fuck 3 else, what would be your answer? What would be my answer? Off the top of my head, I only... Oh wait, no, I know 3. Do I really have to kill? Turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her, maybe I won't. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Bye. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Okay, fine. You're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess.
I guess we will. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with it. Ignore him.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin blade is your...
We'll just enter the basement.
The door to the basement, her voice
Hello?
is... Don't let it fool you.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please.
You walk down the stairs and she's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. Do you think you can...
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
I don't know anything about you, for all I know you're locked down for a reason. I'm the first one you've seen in a while. We've been eating or drinking. I'm here to slay you. Your prince will end the world. What are you going to do? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better. Keep you locked away. Who says the truth or brave if I say another word? I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. Getting you out of here. Yeah, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Answers, Polly. I demand them. Marry Olga. Fuck the holy elf lady. I don't know her name. And I refuse to kill. There's your answers. Damn it. We've been eating and
I
drinking.
don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen. Okay, but actually...
What's your name?
Oh.
Ever play this game? Oh yeah, I'm fully aware of that game.
She pauses, carefully formed.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess.
Is Princess?
So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even...
Good, so at least it's awkward. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the
Kill
cabin.
Chloe, she was yapping and yapping. Well, the elf queen, since she seems motherly.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me? You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead. Run along and get whatever you're planning to get.
Isn't Olga evil? Maybe.
But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Okay, these are all new.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's
I'm just
only
playing
possible
dangerous game,
salvation.
wanting to marry evil women. I can fix her.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Her arm is
Where the
gnawed off.
princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm. Its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Oh, we're going down the path of the beast. I think we're off the wrong foot. Did you even over? That's an arm. I'm locking her down here and letting her bleed out. Let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corner. Where is she?
Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Oh, wait.
Oh, do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
I think there's one more ultra spooky form called the Wraith.
You do your best to patiently wait her out, but eventually...
Oh no,
exhaustion
wait is what I
starts to
chose
set in.
last time.
Come on, wake up.
Keep waiting.
You wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay. You barely even realize that you've started to drift off. Pain tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs. There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny everything goes dark, and you die.
The beast. Okay, we're kind of repeating.
You're on a path. You're here to
I want to see what happens. Turn around and leave.
Yes, we're safe for taking flight. Seriously? You're just going to turn around?
The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange.
Huh?
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Huh? Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Oh shit.
What's going on? Where are we? A dark place. Thoughts like us shouldn't be here.
Oh shit. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty space. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is beyond broken repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Denial. Return to your desired destined path or face the consequence.
You're on a path in the woods.
Wow.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I prematurely ended a loop.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with ending the
Of
world?
course I haven't. Why would I even consider? I mean, maybe some people do.
Okay, I want to see. Let me skip through all of this
Look,
because I've been through all of this before.
It's no use unless. Does it?
Someone else do this. Forget it. I'm not doing this. Do I get some reward?
Oh, if only that was. I have to say, like I said. Yes. Are you serious?
Can you tell me what prize I'm getting?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you.
Look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's the best, say maybe I'll stay here, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her. Okay, I'm sold. Okay, thanks for telling me.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. Then each and every one of... So sure, go, talk to her. See how that... You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yeah. WebP format is dumb. It is.
We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are... The blade is your implement.
Into the basement.
The door to the base... Her voice
Hello?
is... Don't let it...
Just continue downstairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would... You walk down the stairs. She's beautiful. I am begging you...
Hi.
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's her name?
Oh,
She pauses.
you can address me as...
Is...
So, Princess is your name?
Like I said. I'm sorry, I've been...
Okay, that she hadn't even...
Like that name for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down. I don't actually know...
You have all...
I'm the first person to see in a while. What have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only... Okay, but...
What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess... She doesn't know. She knows what she...
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
Oh, that's a little bit different.
It's not like you'd believe me.
This one. To see if see for myself. Just not sure what I believe. This one.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how?
Until the novice told me, tell me. How much should have the reasons? How much is why I think the extra dangerous. I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy...
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us, whoever sent you to slay me, I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come...
She has a point.
So this shouldn't be about what I do if I got out of... This is about how messed up this whole situation is. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even... We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here. And it's who...
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't
Oh,
about
how the
trust.
tables turn.
Thi-
I need to do something different than what I did last time. Let me do this. Go back upstairs to retrieve the blade without saying another word.
Thank you. You turn back to the stair.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She has to be bluffing, but I'd hope you rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade. But okay, if we're sure about this, you slowly creep down the basement stairs. Where the princess
Okay, we're
sat
back
only
to
a
the whole
moment
beast
ago.
thing again.
There's is it just me?
She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down and I'm locking her down there and letting her bleed out. Let me try this one.
This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to it? She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm.
Tell you what, I'll even stay here for a while to make sure she's dead. Alright, let's finish this.
Your eyes dart. Where is she?
Investigate the room.
As you step towards the severed limb, you hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate against the stairs.
Oh. This is a perspective of the first loop we've never seen. But she can't leave without us.
You turn to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead. She slams the door behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs. The lock clicks into place. No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
With those parting words, the princess walks away, her quiet footsteps eventually fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot. You're stuck here, alone.
Open the door, I'm going to throw a rock through the window.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes. The world ends, and you end with it.
The witch.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Wait, has this already happened?
It hasn't. If he doesn't remember, brilliant. We need to keep you.
Just
know,
the opportunist.
Say, I'm not sure we can trust him. Slip of the tongue, bit of the. Those are two very different. Let's say if you're back, we were just weighing. I can if you fail, and I believe your other question. What do you mean? Of course. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. If it's the latter, do you think the people there lived? That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick? What are you talking about? And what matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page.
So about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
She gave me last time.
Like I said, if she
did last time was lock me in the basement until I died. Don't get me wrong, I hated it, but how can someone like that end the world?
She just can. But that doesn't mean you're not fully up to the task that's been given to you. People.
Look.
I'm not. Oh. Of course you. Good point. That really explains almost everything.
Ha!
I'm not so sure about that. You know, you're right. But it explains
Being cagey.
Everything you need to know. Going, not to sound like a broken record, I don't think either of you really need to press the man on this. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but you should.
Alright, that's all.
Great. Now,
Proceed to the cabin.
a warning before you go any further. She will lie. Don't worry, I think.
Proceed into the cabin. I'm curious to hear her say what happened
The interior
last
of the
time.
cabin is a mess of twisted roots.
Yeah,
The
I've
walls
seen
are
this.
chaotic weed. The
Okay.
blade is your.
Anything about the mirror?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's definite, but he says there.
Trust my eyes. Well, I trust my eyes. Why would he lie about there not being a mirror? What's the point?
Come on now. He's pretty much exactly.
Different cabin.
Varied. Maybe that's because. So focus.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the base. This really.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and... Well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone.
I went into the basement last time without a knife. I'll go into the basement again without the knife.
No blade. Leaving it behind didn't... It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Yes.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can bear... The air smells of... Her voice skitters up.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Okay, it's a little bit different. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
See? She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying? Maybe, but you shouldn't let... She seems friendly enough.
She's friendly enough.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end
Love my
the world.
sassy, mentally
There's no
ill cat
reasoning
wife.
what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you need to stop lingering? Fine, fine. You're the boss.
You're the boss. And then there she is.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
Hiding behind my back. I don't have anything, lady.
She's acting like she already knows you. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
I want to have fuck with you.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive. Well, you seem to... So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you fought us on it back in the woods. That was when the only perspective... I'm just glad we could put...
Okay, I've heard all this before.
Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes. I get the sense you're not happy with me. I'm unarmed. That's a gesture of goodwill, so why don't we talk it out? I didn't do shit to you last time. You're the one who locked me away until I died. I died last time. You didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Look, I know, things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work here. We should team up. Can't you get out of those chains on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Why do I have the nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here? I don't trust you. Not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye. I'm unarmed. That's a gesture of goodwill, so why don't we talk it out?
You came to me with empty hands last time, too. But that didn't mean you hadn't been plotting something nasty all along. What you did showed me as much.
Fair enough. She's got me there.
But we didn't plot anything. We just made an informed decision based on the information we had at the time. I think you're both making perfectly valid...
Oh, shut up,
sure,
opportunist.
We didn't plot anything, but it's easy to see how she might think we did.
Sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I get the sense you're not happy with me. Look, I know. Things got messy last time. I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. You should get out of those chains on your own. Those chains didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
So, but last time, look, made a mistake. I get the sense you're not happy with me. Look, I know. Things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger at work. If you could have gotten out this whole time, what do you even need me for? The cabin isn't locked.
The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am. That binding I shed is just a symbol of the crueler magic at work in this place.
Okay.
If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
Woohoo. Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
She's pretty.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
She's gonna stab me in the back.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
Yeah, once we pass the door, she's gonna grab the knife and stab me in the back.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
Oh, you sweet summer child, voice of the hero.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Fair enough.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out. If you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Explore. You first. No, I'm gonna step onto the stairs. I know she's gonna stab me in the back.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
You see, a smarter Chad like me would walk up the stairs backwards.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't
When you
need you to
trip and
trust
hit your
me for
head,
my
causing
sake,
brain
because
damage.
I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards
See?
up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her.
You see? You see? Walk up the stairs backwards. Why does nobody ever do that? It's like, you don't need to keep up the pretense that, like, the two parties don't trust each other. Or make you pretend to trust each other. So why doesn't the first one just walk backwards up the stairs?
No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
Shaw, we can take our time. But
the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
oh, hero. It happens once we cross the threshold.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? What did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. you feel something pop.
Ew.
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
Well, that was a pretty dumb move out of her. She could have waited until we got to the top, grabbed a knife, and stabbed me.
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up.
I mean, she also broke her arm.
Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several.
She still looks pretty.
You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
Can't get up. You broke my back. What the hell was that for? Just trying to help you out of here. You were never going to get up those stairs. Wait, we were never going to get upstairs, were we? Could have gotten out of here if we just trusted each other.
You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you. By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us.
Speaks from Mr. Nagatoro.
And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back.
Well,
There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first.
yep.
Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
She broke her back too.
Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
Well, we're roomies now. Back broken roomies.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Hey, you know, you got company. We can relate.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
Oh no, my poor wife. Please lay down. I'll take care of you.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. Look on the...
Whoops. Oops. Look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is that really what's going to happen?
Oh, it's happening again.
Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Oh. She got reaped on the second loop. That was early. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay. Just trust me. Been here before. You always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Fine. We're going.
Approach the mirror. Approach the mirror. Gaze into the reflection. Silences reach forward, but they're gone once again. You've grown. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither?
Oh shit, this is about the last time.
But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete.
Oh shit.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
We're the same being as you were before. How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Ah.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's that Sif, invisible walls. Okay, let me do this.
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is hope marred by bitterness and betrayal. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Do you have any preferences on how you like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. I will transcend in due time, and there is no way forward but to contribute to my awakening.
Destroy your body. I'm gonna go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Thing goes dark and you die. Your righteous heart. Bring the witch to her.
You're on a path.
Yeah, I'm on a path. Hold on, I want to see something. Let's go back to the main menu. Memories. Okay, so this was the tower. Resist a god through force of arms, but ultimately succumb. Try to resist a god purely through force of will. No weapon. Free a god to bring the end of the world. Okay. Oh, would you look at this? Get her to break her own chain. Everything would be so easy if you just did. Find the adversary, the stranger. They said she wasn't armed. Find the razor. Find the specter. So there's still like 1, 2, 3, 4 more main variations we haven't seen. Meet your equal in combat. You need more space. A narrow cave is no place to fight, and there's no... The Fury. Oh jeez, there's so much here. Okay. So I found a moments of hesitation. Something out of you, a piece of you leaves with it. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea.
And at the end of that path, you're here to slay her. I'm talking...
Well, how can a person lock in the basement in the world? You have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to...
You consider that
While
done?
I appreciate... Nevertheless, let me... And before you decide to waste even more causality...
Okay, yeah. We've been through all of this.
Does it?
Oh,
if I have to say, like I said...
Not doing this. Say that maybe I'm okay with it in the world.
I mean...
Get some kind of reward.
Yes.
A prize. Okay.
I guess we'll just then each... So sure, go, talk to
Okay.
her. See how you make your way up the short path. We're not going to go through with this. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Ignore him. Is there a way to show like options I've already... Okay, guess not.
The interior of the cabin is almost... The blade
Mhm.
is your...
We're gonna take the blade
You take the blade from the table.
into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it fool you.
Which form is your favorite? I don't know, I can't say yet. There's still 4, I think 4 forms I haven't seen yet.
are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise.
Good luck, hero.
Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fine then. I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Are you sure you don't want to talk? Stare at the princess while holding onto the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting fiercely. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you? You'll have to blink eventually. Just make a choice.
Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Alright, now that I've increased the tension, let's talk.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
Blade.
You're going to
Blade.
need it.
Damn it. Move this closer to me. Okay, that's as close as I can get it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship? You're coming on to me? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
I know what I've been told. Remain silent.
I see. The silent treatment. You know, if you don't share with me, I'm not going to share with you.
The Wasp Nest, how'd it go? I took it out. The internet seems to be fine, but I'm not 100% sure if the Wasp Nest was the reason why. Hey, Shib, you're coming on to me.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
The thing is, it gets decently cooler when it becomes nighttime, and when it gets like cold enough, the like insects, especially like flying ones like wasp, become very lethargic. They don't really move much, so you can just like knock the. It's like the hive was like as big as my hand. You can knock it down and smash it.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics, no matter how
Assume you're
hard you
uninjured?
try,
Yeah,
you'll never get a straight
there was only
answer
like
out of
3
her.
wasps on the nest. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
You know what? Let me do the one thing I've never done. Just go straight for the kill in the beginning. Actually, no. I'm gonna do this.
That seems like a pretty good Leaving her alive is...
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of it. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement. Wait, no, but I need to... No, I need to find ways to find those 4 other different versions of the princess. Once I find those 4 other different versions, then I can go and find, you know, the extra scenes with all those versions. All right, let's slay.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Ah, she had a weapon.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Finish the job.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Also, the next time I can do this, but then just die.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. Never heard her have that reaction before. She's like, oh. I said slay, but not actually kill.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Mutual death. Once again.
somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder...
But you wonder?
Do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Interesting.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The razor. There we go.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
It's a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened.
This whole thing's a crock of shit.
They cheated.
She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
They cheated. Yay. The first time we're getting him by himself.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Liar.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were...
This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened. Hey, this is the first time I'm seeing this.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
Let's assume tell the truth.
Those are two very let's say if you're back here, we did exactly what you said. Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare. In
This is
which
different.
case, I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh,
What's the point of doing anything?
If you're asking that, it's... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. Yes, but in this... Had you failed to...
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realise that everything and everyone... She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Talk about the
Just be
princess.
quick about it.
We killed each other last time around. How can we make sure that doesn't happen again? Last time around was stabbing to death or something like that. Okay, let's do this.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you did...
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
She just can. People
People.
look. Oh.
We're special.
Of course you're special.
If anyone's special here, it's her. That was a nasty trick she pulled on us.
I've told you everything you need.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
Yeah.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
That's all.
Right. Now, if you don't mind,
Proceed to the cabin.
a warning. She will lie.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Ha!
We know what to look out for this time. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed to the cabin. Let's see what it looks like this time. It's gonna look like a jail.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Pristine.
The blade is your implement.
You didn't mention about the mirror.
Because there's definitely... There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
I care about whether I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
This whole cabin's different.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this... So focus up.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next... This really is...
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your... It was there a...
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open.
I hear
revealing what
metal.
must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here,
It's about to get metal.
Be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor.
Doesn't-
I am begging you to get out of your head.
That does not sound like chains dragging across the floor.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Her voice sounds weird. Like almost robotic.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to
I'm
put
the
on
Rizzler.
an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Room? This looks like a hallway. Funny interaction with the Rizzler and the Razor. Is she holding like a great sword behind her back?
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
The Rizzler and the Razor? Who's the Rizzler and the Razor?
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
The Smitten? Oh. Oh. No, I want to find everything on my own.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Her voice sounds so off. If I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you? Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being suspicious right now. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know you're mad at me, but I think we both need to let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time. Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? Okay, fine, I'm coming closer to free you. You better not try anything. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye. Screw it. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time.
That doesn't sound like me.
Oh, she's still keeping the games up.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
Oh, you shut up.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that.
It's oddly specific.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Look at her. She's got like the nervous sweats. The eyes looking up to the side.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
Wow, narrator. You clearly cannot see that she's clearly holding something behind her back.
But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
But that's exactly what happened, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again.
Look at her face.
Her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I know you have a knife. I'll let you out if you drop it. I like to trust you, but you're being suspicious right now. Can we just talk this? Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to bygones be bygones. If we come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Behind your back.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Whoa. Okay. That was like a 50. I need you to bring it down to like a 5.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Oh my gosh, narrator. Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
She's clutching it between her cheeks. That's what I would do. That's why she has a wide stance. She's clutching her cheeks.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically 0.
But what if you're just hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
Oh shit.
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me only. They have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
My secret zones. Bro, we're really talking about her clenching onto a knife between her lower hoo-has.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
If I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance.
Yeah, I agree with the cheated.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Kind of.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way.
No.
No. I have my dignity.
Oh, it was, I thought it was the narrator that was saying that.
Fine. And will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
I like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little Birdface thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
Oh, this is the first time she comments on our appearance. Birdface.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Hey, Groovy. How are you doing? Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? Fine, I'm coming closer to free you. You better not try anything. Good? Good. That's good. Okay, let's choose... Where was it? Where was it? We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here? Right now. Both of us normal and unstabbed.
Oh, she just keep going. I like this game so far. I just bought it last night and I haven't played it yet. Oh, you haven't played it yet? This game is great. It's great. I suggest don't spoil yourself. I've already beaten the game once yesterday. It's a good game. Yeah, don't spoil yourself. It's a game to be experienced. Yeah, and the soundtrack is great. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. Nobody has to die. Okay, what if you're... Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out?
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Groovy. Much appreciated. Broaden my horizons.
Please don't let her out of here.
She's got that nervous. She's got that nervous.
Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with him on this. Okay, but what if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
Activities like stabbing or cutting or murdering.
Yes, I mean, maybe. I've never done any of those things, but there is something alluring about the sound of it.
Uh-oh.
I think it would also be fun to do other activities like look at a bird or touch a tree.
Why does her voice sound like that? There's another angle going on here.
Okay, now listen. You're not actually buying this, are you? Listen.
Listen, guys, listen. Whenever you're in a group of friends and you're discussing something and then one friend goes, okay guys, listen. Whatever follows that listen is gonna be a bad idea.
Yes, I would like to look at a bird. You can look at a bird later. But if we look at a bird now, we wouldn't have to be here. He has a point. Just make a decision already.
I'm trying to drag this out as far as I can. I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure. Okay, I'm bored now.
Oh, there she is. I bored her out.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
I like how the narrator's like, shit. Oh my goodness. Surely I have time to react, right? Surely. Surely I do.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. She can get out of those chains easily.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance.
Ooh.
At least for a moment.
Ooh. I don't... No, she can get out of those chains. I know she can. So her arm was a razor.
She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm. Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace.
Uh-oh.
Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched.
Uh-oh.
You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense. She's even better at this than she was last time. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
With a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The arms race. Of the arms race? What?
You're on a path in the woods.
No.
If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. What? The interior of the cabin is a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh, I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Oh shit, is this what he means by arms race? Is he gonna start like imagining like bigger and better weapons?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
The hunted.
Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time?
The broken.
It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third?
Third? He's not quite sure.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
You liar.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we?
Okay.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade. We take it.
We take it.
Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again.
The mirror again.
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
How surprising.
Just an illusion. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
You step forward,
Whoop.
but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Well, that's a first.
Your body tumbles
There
onto the
she is
basement
again.
floor, and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
She's so angular.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Yeah, I like that mentality.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain, she's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yes.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're finding her, obviously. We're going to appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. She has swords for arms and we don't. We're panicking. We're going to fight her and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All of these ideas suck. Think up with something better. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. We're fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to her authority. That's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords for arms and we don't. We're panicking. We're going to fight her and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let us feel it. All of these ideas suck. Think up something better. I'm torn between all of these ideas suck, think up something better, and she wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. I think I'm leaning to this. I'm curious what happens when you choose an option that the other person least expects, or like in a situation like this, like it's like an inconceivable thing that would definitely not pass. Like she would never think of that. Let's beat her to it. We'll come back with a better weapon somehow, maybe.
No, that's a terrible idea.
We're dead either way.
Screw it, we've already died twice. What's a third? A third is a third. It's bad.
Who cares?
Fine. You raise your blade above your head.
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do? Are you really going to stab yourself? Neat.
Oh?
Then you skewer yourself. Ow.
Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Boo! Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Voice of the contrarian.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah. We'd know if we died. Right? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Okay, this didn't play out exactly as I thought.
Stop saying dead, all of you.
We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Well, at least she's affirmative.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Well, that's a thought.
As long as we keep moving.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Who cares about getting better than her? Let's do something weird. Like, really, really weird.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay. Funny, obviously. We're going to Peel Authority. Let's use try flirting with her. We're going to let her stab us, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. All these ideas suck. Think of something better. Doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leap from life to life, holding only snippets of the conflicts that transpire.
None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
The stubborn.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Oh, well, thank you.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once.
This is true.
Just panic. Flee.
The paranoid.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
No.
She skewers you.
Her teeth is getting more and more crazy.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Ooh.
She skewers you. We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Huh? Mutually assured destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head.
Don't lose your head. Your Honor.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Oh, what if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? I'm sure I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
Well, everybody's here.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Yeah.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically strive through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide.
We know.
We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Oh, do you now?
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Did you?
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I'll speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really?
Really?
Here we go. Now.
The princess's
Oh,
skin
shit.
bursts, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts.
Is she gonna be like some kind of bladed porcupine? Oh my god.
A wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Oh, jeez.
Are you ready for what comes next?
No?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Oh my gosh, smitten.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Even the stubborn agrees. The perfect woman.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
No, bro.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Oh my gosh, shut up. Shut up.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. I couldn't read the achievement. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. Oh, no more voices because I told everybody to shut up. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've withered. It seems like each each gaze into the mirror is like set in stone. Like it doesn't change. Find yourself in a long quiet once again. You were at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what it says about me. Yes, you torture me and I hate it. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Okay.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you want when we're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Well, isn't that romantic? You still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
She says that now. She says that now.
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Okay. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. A piercing heart in a cage iron.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a...
Bring the razor in full form to her. Okay. Well, let's go back to the main menu. Memories. There she is. It's the razor right here. Okay. Find the razor. Find the specter. Find the stranger. Find the adversary. No, these ones down here are not fine. This is just get her to break her own chains. It would be easy if you would just do exactly as I say, as quickly as I say. There's 3 more. Spectre, stranger, adversary. Find the specter. Find the adversary. Spectre, stranger, adversary. I need to figure out how to...
You're on a path. You're here. I'm talking. Don't. Look.
We'll skip
While
through
whatever
all
the
of
left
this.
hand pulls out, it's no unless. Does it? Oh, I have. Like I. Are you sick? Of course. I mean. Yes.
Okay, so let's get this over with.
Good. As long as you remain focused on your
Maybe
goal,
choosing one of
you
those
make your way up the short.
will
I'm not going to go through. Ignore him.
will help me in getting like new options opened.
The interior of the cabin is almost. The blade is your.
Okay, wait. So there was the stranger, the specter, and the adversary, right? So let's take the blade
You take the blade from.
to the basement.
The door to the. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool you.
I've done continue down the stairs. I've done hi. Let's check it. I've done a hey. I think I'm here to kill you. Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about.
You walk down the stairs, and she's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steal your nerve, step forward. I did no last time, right? Let's steal your nerves and step forward.
You step forward. Your grip.
Oh, no talking then? Fine. I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, so you should just drop it.
She's unarmed.
Let me just try outright slang.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Anime mascot from the Vatican? No.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Oh shit.
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
You have to wonder.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes.
Oh,
Even
her
as she
eyes.
lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not so sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy. Anime mascot in yellow raincoat to appear to young generations?
Yes, exactly. It's over.
I've been to the Vatican.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Surprise, you got a good ending. No.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only A world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
This is not what I wanted. Wait, this is my prize? This is great. Thank you so much. Wait, this is my prize? This sucks. That's bullshit. Let me out of here. I was kind of hoping I get a better ending for Save the World. This is bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. I'm sorry you don't like your reward, but maybe you'll learn to appreciate it in time. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
That's bullshit.
Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Can you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
We gotta kill ourselves.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Place ain't wonderful.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, you know, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? Anything to get out of this hell. You're right. I don't like that idea. I'm just gonna stick around and do nothing, at least for a little while longer. No, anything to get the hell out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
This is not bliss.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre. There we go.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement, you're here to slay her.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Okay, deja vu. Wait, has it already happened? Okay, no, but I killed myself. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe that's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. Wait, how come we're not...
Those are two very different questions. Let's say for a moment you died last time. Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves.
There we go. This is what I was looking for.
Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
You liar.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of,
oh, what's the point of doing anything? I love that.
Of course there weren't any consequences. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical, had you failed to slay the princess, what would have... It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her.
Exactly.
And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Ooh.
Just stay focused, will you? Just be quick about it.
Last time around, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can something like that end the world?
She just can. You'll have to That's a good... Yeah, but that's You're going to find her in the cab, and let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. Well, that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits. People. Look. Oh, of course we're special. I've told you everything you need to know. This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world...
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. She won't be a problem.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
But he still doesn't mention the mirror.
The blade is your... It feels like no one's been here for her. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Yep.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's definitely a... There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just...
Care about what I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. They're... very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall it's really...
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward, and it was there, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it.
We don't
Clearly,
need...
it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
I'm gonna go to the basement without the blade.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The room below is silent. Nobody's here, naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes.
Oh, look at her, she's cute.
Followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
She's cute.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
She's cute. She's got an X on her chest.
Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
You know, about that. Some things were done. Not proud of it. I was being lied to. I'm sure we can talk this out.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
She's cute.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Redemption arc of a killer. Exactly.
So she has a body. And she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again. If we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Oh, jeez. Wait and see how things play out.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore.
Nope. At least I have lots of new ideas for memes.
So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
I'm inclined to. See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. Killed you. Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that. And it wouldn't be hard to do again. I'm sorry, is there any way I can make it up to you? The people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. What do you want from me? If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape. I guess I should tell you why I was sent to kill you. We were going to end the world. Okay, clearly slaying you is going to work. What do you want? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? If you're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do there, is there? I'm going to be honest with her. After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
I mean, I wasn't looking for sympathy. I'm just being honest.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathising with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it? She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right. I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest.
Fair enough.
It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Ooh. See, that's exactly what I was trying to tell you. I kill you. What are you doing? What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. Sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. The people who wanted you dead tricked me. And the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up.
Nobody tricked you. And the fact that the princess's spirit has risen from the dead should be more than enough evidence that she isn't exactly sweet and innocent. It's all been an act. She's pretending.
Whoa. She's like this because I stabbed her.
I wouldn't say she's ever pretended to be sweet or innocent. She does have a little bit of an attitude, but I can't blame her. We did kill her after all. I wouldn't be nice to my murderer if I was killed.
Yeah.
The enemy of my enemy.
The princess circles you again, her icy fingertips trailing up your spine, sending shivers rippling across your flesh.
I don't want enemies. I don't want to fight. I just want to go home.
Interesting.
Is that really so much to ask?
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Yeah, but what you did to me ain't exactly kosher, Mr. Narrator. If you can't go through walls, can't you just leave on your own? Retrieve the blade, grab the princess. Is there any way I can help you get home? Do you need me to bury those bones?
No. Those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing.
Okay.
But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone.
Okay.
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Alright. Calm down.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him.
Oh.
I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Oh.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Oh. Sounds great. Do it. I'm curious. I'm very curious.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
I mean, did you have to bring that face out though?
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Oh.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Ooh.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
She can hear him.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Whoa, well, more important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Ooh, she nailed him. She nailed him good.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Probably. I can't think straight. So much. There's too much noise. No, I'm gonna leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
The knife is in view.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Interesting.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
Oh.
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Take the blade. Nope. Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Yes. Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open.
I actually made it outside.
collapse to the ground, you and the princess free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Oh.
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Oh, you're onto something, Voice of the Hero.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Hitchhiker. Pick up a passenger and take her to her destination. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Philip.
Yeah, it's not gonna last, unfortunately.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Oh. You don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she... Oh, there's that mirror again.
It's gonna be okay. Trust me, you've been here before and you always get scared.
It feels so bad. Look, you don't need to comfort him.
See on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If whatever makes you happy.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Yep, there it is. You've unraveled. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
You think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we are real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Fair. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent.
Yeah, we've established that.
Shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does. When I find him, you and I are finally going to have our answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him.
If he is anything other than us, he isn't worth the effort to destroy.
Well then. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
This is the last time. Is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
This is the last stage before your completion. Then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here. Nah, I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Ooh, everything goes dark and you die. The yearning heart, bring the specter to her.
You're on a path.
I'm on a path. Save there, main menu. Okay, let's see here. Memories. Stranger and adversary. There's 2 more left. I'm trying to think. Stranger and adversary. Everything would be so easy if you would just do exactly as I say as quickly as you can. So this one's easy to figure out. As soon as I see her, just kill her. Get her to break her own chains. Okay, the specter. Yeah, there's a few things here. Provoke an angry spirit. Provoke an angry spirit. Take on a spirit and exorcise it from your body. Take on a spirit and exorcise it from your body. A spirit checks for a pulse. Attack a spirit of cold steel. Abandon a spirit to its torment. See through her eyes at the end of everything. Interesting. Call an ambulance, but not for me. What? Make her blush. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless like water. You've been here before, this time with a heart beating free. Interesting. Piercing heart beating free. See through her eyes at the end of everything. I think all of these see through her eyes at the end of everything. See, it's gonna be here too. I think all of these are like involves me killing that the thing. Yeah, like killing like this thing at the end. Doubts breaks when shackled while forming another. Okay, this one right here. Will go wrong handing her your weapon. Successfully free her. Enter a violent confrontation. Slay her. Been here before and now you're here again, but this time without a head. Without a head. Clever heart. Interesting. I need to figure out what would give us the adversary or the stranger. Get her to break her own chains. Everything would be so easy if you think, okay. Well, but either ways, with that, I am gonna call it here. It's been about like 3.5 hours. I got some work to take care of. I need to make I'm gonna really focus on sculpting Rebecca today, because I don't have much freelance work getting in the way. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. We're getting closer to getting all the possibilities, maybe. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow for some more exploring possibilities in Slay the Princess. This is fun. All right, Have a good day, everybody. Have a good afternoon or good night or good evening. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.